Hi, my name is Searcy. I'm the president of AquaView. This is the new product called the Shower Miser I invented. I want you to come into my RV and I'm going to show you how easy it is to install it in your RV or boat. Let's go. Before we install the Shower Miser unit, there's a couple things you need to keep in mind. One, you're going to have to make sure that you have access to behind the shower where the plumbing is installed. Please see your local dealer for installation assistance. And second, you're going to need to be able to run a return line from where the Shower Miser connects into the wall back to the non-pressurized side of your freshwater system. That could be anywhere from the freshwater tank itself all the way through to the input side of the water pump. Now that you know these two conditions, and again, do check with your local dealer for installation assistance if needed, let's begin the process. Now in my case, my access panel is this mirror here, and by removing it, I'm able to get access to behind the shower. Now that we've gained access to behind the shower, we can begin the rest of the installation process. Alright, so the next phase is to go into the shower itself, find the input point where water comes into the shower. Now in most cases it will be the shower head itself. In this case, the shower head is actually a wand that doubles as a shower head, and there's a hose that connects to the input point. What you're going to do is you're going to remove the hose, in this case, from the input point of where the water comes into the shower and set it off to the side. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the Shower Miser unit itself and you're going to temporarily attach it to the input point. The reason I say temporarily is there's something you're going to have to do in a few minutes that will require that it be removed again. So once it's completely in place, as it would be when it's finished, you simply line up this 90-degree elbow here on the wall where you are going to be drilling the hole for the return line back to the freshwater tank. Now to do that, put pressure on the 90 degrees so it doesn't move. Take an erasable marker or crayon and simply draw a circle all the way around the 90-degree elbow pipe. Once that circle is complete, you can remove the Shower Miser unit, being careful not to erase that little circle that you've made. And this is the point where we're going to be actually drilling our hole. The next thing you do is you want to locate the absolute center of that hole. Generally you can eyeball it pretty well. A fraction of an inch won't make any difference one way or the other. And now we're ready to drill the hole. Okay, once you've located the center point of where we're going to drill, you're going to drill your hole. Now I prefer to use a small pilot drill first. That way when I use the bigger drill I don't have to worry about it shifting a little bit left or right. Simply locate that exact center spot where you want, and when you're ready, start the drill and drill the hole. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so now we've drilled our hole. Now we're ready to drill the bigger hole. Now to do that, we're going to have to change drill bits. So what we do is we move the little drill bit and we're going to switch to a 13/16 inch drill bit. Now a lot of temptation will be to use a 7/8 because they're easier to find, but you really need to use a 13/16 inch because it gives you the exact size hole you need. A 7/8 will be too large. So take the 3/16, put that into your drill. Now that you already have a pilot hole, put it there and you're ready to drill your hole. Drill, and you make the hole. Alright, so the next step after the hole's been drilled, what we're going to do is we're going to take the Shower Miser, and we have this thing called the all-thread nipple. We're going to put some Teflon tape on it so it's to make a good watertight seal. We're going to screw it in. We're going to make sure that it's in tight so that it doesn't leak. If you think you can't hand tighten it enough, then what you can use is also use a pair of some kind of pliers. Make sure they have some kind of a rubberized end to it so that as you're tightening it, you're not damaging the threads. Once that's been done, the next step which you're going to do is you're going to take the silicone sealer of any type, and you're going to run a small bead all the way around the outside of this, kind of like what you see being done right now. This will make sure that no water seeps in between the shower miser unit and the inner wall of the shower. Once you have this bead all the way around, you can either clean it up with a finger or a paper towel later on. Just make sure it's like that all the way around, as you see. You're then going to take it and place it into the hole, gently slide it into place. You'll see some of the extra sealer come out along the sides here. That's okay, don't worry about it. And then what you're going to do now is you're going to attach the shower miser unit back up to the wall, as you see being done here right now. And again, if you do need to, you can use a pair of pliers like this that has a rubberized protection on it so that, again, you're not going to scratch or damage anything. And as you're doing that, move the lever out of the way. Make sure, of course, that you did place the washer back inside so that it doesn't leak. Then the next step is you're ready to connect up the hose back to the original thing. Make sure you put the washer back inside in case you didn't see that. Little rubber washer back in there. Make sure that it's screwed on securely. The washer will make a tight seal. And now your installation is complete. If this is wound up, you can unwind it like that. And you're ready for the external connection in behind the wall. Now, since we really can't see behind the wall, I'm going to show you what's going to be happening. I'll kind of use this piece of wood, pretend that you're looking at the other side of the wall. And what you're going to do is the all-threaded nipple is going to come through like that. What you're going to do is you're going to take the washer that we have, slide the washer over that, take the lock nut, put the lock nut on, and lock it securely so it's snugging this side here tight against the shower wall, and it's being secured held there. Yet there's still thread left over so that on the inside you can now take your PEX pipe fitting that goes back to the fresh water tank. This is an example of it not connected. And you're going to screw that on, completing the installation process so that the water now can be returned back to the fresh water tank. Now that we've completed the inside installation, we're back to that sub panel we talked about in the very beginning. As you can see, what we've done is we've run an extra piece of PEX pipe from down below up to this area here. The PEX pipe actually runs back to the input side or the non-pressurized side of the water system for this RV. In my case, right exactly at the input point to the water pump. Now what you're going to do with this PEX pipe is you're going to take one of these PEX pipe to PVC fittings, and it just pressure fits. You just push down on it, it's attached. You then put it back into the wall. Now because we can't show you what's happening in the wall there, I'm going to show you again with this little sample of piece of wood. But all you're doing is you're going to be attaching this to the wood, and when the fitting is done, you've got it complete, and all you do is put the mirror back on, and you're done. This is the outside of the motorhome. This is the storage bay where the water pump is, and in this case, to finish our shower miser installation, we're going to be installing the shower miser PEX pipe from up above to the water pump right here. This is the water pump. This is that piece of PEX pipe you saw a moment ago up there in that sub panel behind the shower. And that's now connected in to the shower miser unit. This connects into the water pump right here. Now when we operate the shower miser, that fresh clean water that normally goes down the drain is being recycled back through your system, not a drop being wasted.